Did you know that the 8th grade band went to Lansing on Tuesday?
Did you know that track is starting soon?
Stay tuned for more to come on this week's edition of Tomahawk Talk. Hey Braves, I'm Alex Rivers.
And I'm Dylan Ochoa. And this week we will bring you up to date on things affecting you this week.
That's right, Dylan. This week our 8th grade band went to the KVL Band Festival at Lansing Middle School and we received a 1.
That's right. Great job. We had Riley and Charity check in with Mr. Turley on the process of the entire thing.
Oh, it went really, really well. I was very pleased with how the 8th graders played, and we worked very hard so that we could perfect the music and then just go to Lansing Middle School and be comfortable and enjoy on stage. And I think we really did. We were able to just go play, and they did a very fine job and got a very high score. I think there was to start because we said, hey, we've got a limited amount of time and this is the level we have to get to. But the cool thing about being really well prepared is that when you're very well prepared and you go perform, there's no pressure because you know you can do it.
Thank you. Thanks, Riley and Charity, for that update.
We would like to thank the band department, including Mr. Turley, Mr. Wixon, and all the band students for all the hard work they've done so far.
If you're looking for something to do this weekend, then head out to Moon Marble. It's their 17th annual Marble Crazy event.
You can see the marble machine and how they're made, and you can even meet the artists.
That's right. And speaking of artists, believe it or not, we have more news from GoMoxie.org.
Let's send it over to Mr. Strite for more information.
Well, GoMoxie.org is very excited to present to us Closer, the first single from Gavi, the producer, DJ, electric pop, and dub award-winning EDM artist. While working under hit makers Rodney Jerkins and Farrell in 2011, and almost a decade of crafting chart-topping gems as a hip-hop producer, Gavi stepped out as a solo artist last year, unleashing 2 EPs, Lost in Hue and Holding Hue, with Lost in Hue hitting number 2 on the Billboard Dance Electronic charts. While receiving upwards of 2.5 million Spotify streams to date, the projects reintroduced Gavi as a force to be reckoned with, and singles like Late Nights and In the Water, which peaked at number 1, helped take Gavi to new audiences, solidifying him as the next big up-and-coming act in EDM. We want to thank GoMoxie.org for contributing music this week and bringing you Gavi. We hope you get out and enjoy the weather, enjoy some music, and if you get a chance, check out more of Gavi's music. Well, that's it for me and GoMoxie.org. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mr. Stripe, for that musical update.
And if you really want to know what the weather is like this weekend for Marble Crazy, then stay tuned after this break for weather.
I've been watching you.
World War II was a time of great horror and suffering. Yet during this time, there were moments of grace and dignity. Come see Anne Frank's poignant memoir brought to life by the Bonner Springs High School Fine Arts Department.
No! Don't do that. You'll crack the screen. Remember, kids, don't put anything in the Chromebooks when you're closing the screen, or else the screen will crack. That includes pencils, pens, books, and headphones. Have a nice day.
Hey CMS, this is Natalie with your 5-day forecast. Today is going to be pretty sunny with a high of 58 and a low of 45. Tomorrow is looking partly cloudy with some wind, but the high will rise up to 69 and the low will be about 50. On Sunday, we are going to see a little more sun, giving us a high of 73 and a low of 55. Monday will be slightly windy with the high dropping down to 68 and the low to 39. Finally, on Tuesday, it's going to be mainly sunny with a high of 63 and a low of 41. That's it for weather. Have a great weekend, and back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Natalie, for that update.
Let's hope the weather stays warm for the next week.
That's right. Track is starting on Tuesday of next week, and the parent meeting is right after practice.
Let's send it to Bella in the studio for an update on sports and to get more information on track.
Hey Braves, this is Bella, Colorado with your sports news. The boys basketball team recently played in a tournament ending in 7th place. Also a reminder that track is starting up soon, so make sure you talk to Mr. Luce if you're thinking about joining.
Okay, my name is Coach Lewis, or Mr. Lewis, and I coach every event from the 400 on up to the 2 miles, so the 400, 800, 1600, and 3200. Getting through a lot of the paperwork so that way we can just get down to business and stop practicing and not having to worry about who has their physicals and all that other stuff. My favorite part about track, though, is on a day-to-day basis, watching all the kids getting better. So when we get to the meet, watching them perform a new personal record for themselves and hopefully come home with a championship.
That's it for me this week. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Bella, for that update. But it looks like this week of Tomahawk Talk is coming to an end.
Yes, you're right, Dylan, but don't forget to head out to Marble Crazy tonight and tomorrow.
And don't forget about McTeacher Night at McDonald's this coming Tuesday. It is from 4 to 8 p.m. on March 7th. 20% of all sales go back to CMS for the 8th grade trip to Worlds of Fun in May. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I'm Dylan Ochoa.
And I'm Alex Rivers. See you next week on Tomahawk Talk.